Welcome to Blind Owl Bushcraft and Survival. Hi, welcome to Blind Owl Bushcraft and Survival. Here's a amazing piece of petrified wood, looks like. It's got some lines in it. You can't really see over there. Got some different materials in here. The edges are just razor sharp. Right here has some almost blue glass in it. Probably old bark or something, it's hard to say. I'm breaking up big pieces today for something to do. And then we'll try to spark them and start a fire. Alright, let me get this in a couple whacks here. That just blew right up in my face. I knew it would. Some awesome looking stuff there. Just razor sharp. Wicked little pieces. Look at that. Real thin pieces. A lot of times this stuff just shatters. You see, I got quite a few little pieces. Dark brown with some black mixed into it. This is just tearing my back apart, guys. Maybe I can get a piece off here. I don't know. There's kind of a line going through it. Let me give it a try once. A few pieces went flying off, sounded like glass. There we go. Interesting pieces with a lot of blue in them. Can't see where the pieces that went flying went to, but they sound like glass. Oh, this is the one here probably. Look at that beauty there. That's the trophy right there. And another big piece here. That ought to be enough, I guess. That sound? That's the sound we're looking for right there. So we'll see if we get some sparks and get a fire. I've been breaking up big rocks, and this is a little chunk off of a kind of a greenish caramel colored chunk of petrified wood that probably weighed about 35-40 pounds maybe, and this is one of the nice pieces that broke off of it. See if it sparks once. I would bet money on it, but you never know. A couple little sparks. It's all wet right there and it's sparking. A few sparks. Let's try my new char here. I've got some charred McDonald's napkins. They seem to be working pretty good. So all it took is just for one little spark to hit it. I really like the charred napkins or tissue. I don't know how it will keep. I keep mine in a tin, so it's fine for me, but in a bag I think you need to have like a little kid's crayon box or something, you know, something tin. There we go. Went back out. Second time didn't take much. That's a good one, huh, guys? Look at that one. It's a 2.5 foot flame and dropped down enough to start a couple fires. Yeah, I really like dry grass for my bird's nest. Even though this stuff here has all been out in the moist weather, rain every night, it's still dry enough and it's been broke down enough that it starts pretty easy. My second favorite here is probably the coconut burlap when it's dry. And a third favorite that's a good source all around here is shavings from a piece of bamboo, dried bamboo. That seems to go, even when it's wet out, you find a piece of bamboo, you can usually scrape into it and get dry wood that you can take shavings off of with your, I use my knife and go back and forth on it like a draw knife kind of. And it seems to work real well for me. But again, I'm in the tropics. I'm on the 10th parallel, and it's hot and humid. And during the rainy season, which it is right now, if you were out in the jungle somewhere, you'd be hard pressed to be able to start a fire. Because out in the jungle, there's not a lot of bamboo out there. That's more of a cultural type plant that's been planted into stuff. You know, I don't know if I'm sure it grows wild, but not as much as you'd think. And you don't find things like dead branches and stuff like you do back home in the forest. Excuse me. Anything that touches the ground here rots within a couple days, and it usually doesn't fall to the ground until it's rotted up above enough that it fell down. So if you get lucky, you'll find a branch suspended up in the brush somewhere. That's usually pretty good. It's good enough for kindling on your fire, but you're crazy if you went into the jungle in your pack without having obviously fatwood with you, your own dry tinder with you, and if you're smart, you bring about 2 or 3 pieces of firewood about 1 inch around that you can take pieces off for kindling, and then get your firewood going. Your fire going with the fuel, and then you can probably add other wood that you find around that's sort of damp, whatever, that might dry out for you enough. I don't know, but you guys won't have to worry about that because you're not in the jungle. But the stones that I'm using to this time here was petrified wood. You don't find a lot of that walking around America, but it's there. And different places, especially out Arizona area and stuff, there's lots of petrified wood. But the other woods, the other stones that I'm using are just ordinary quartz. Different types of quartzite. That's a nice white one there. There's a nice gray one. It comes in all different colors. Today I used a red. I'm calling this kind of a jasperish type stone. The difference between this and the quartzite is, the quartzite, when you look at the edges up at the sun or something like that, you can see through them. This red stuff, even with a thin edge, you can't see through it at all. So that's why this is coming across to me as more of a jasper type stone, because it doesn't have the translucent properties to it at all. But I'm no geologist, so I can't tell you for sure. That's just my own observations. I read some different things about the different stones, and one thing they said was jasper is not translucent at all on the thin edges or whatever. Where again, every piece of quartzite I have, when you break it down and split up, it has between an 1/8 inch and a 1/2 inch of thin stone that you can see through, and you can see the jagged, sharp edges on it. All right, well, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm soaking wet. So that's another fire from a big stone to a fire. This time using caramel colored, slightly greenish petrified wood. That's petrified wood in my opinion. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm calling it. Because pieces like that have almost glass around the outside of it, and that's like the old bark. I've seen some in all different stages of calcification, or whatever you call it. And this is petrified wood to me. So take care, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day no more. Go out and have some fun. Watch your six really close. Know what's going on all around you guys. There's so much stuff happening, especially where you're at. You can't be too careful anymore. So be safe. Have a great time. Enjoy your summer. And thanks so much for watching. See you later.
Thanks for watching. Take care.